Thanks, Ted. So how many of you guys can see this lovely streetcar behind us? You know, there's a huge story behind that streetcar, and we just want one of our hugest community advocates to come up. Neil Bosanko, as all of you know, is our executive director for the Chamber of Commerce, and he really has been the driving force for this streetcar. So if he could come up and give us a little bit of a history behind how South Chicago got its streetcar.
Yes. This is stolen from the CTA from 1952. We found it thrown in the garbage. Fortunately, I was a part of the tour that Marilyn Engwall from the Department of Community Development arranged for community people around the city. And we were able to go to Kenosha, Wisconsin and see some magnificent on-the-lake streetcar or trolley car system developed to jumpstart what was a brownfield redevelopment. And it was so exciting because we're trying to figure out how to get rid of the congestion on commercial and the lack of parking. And so this was a win-win opportunity for us to get people to stop driving 7 blocks to shop and to use this kind of transportation. From January 2nd until last week, we've had 7,364 riders. That's pretty significant for a new Thank you, Marilyn. No, everyone. No, that really means something on fumes and all the other costs that are involved in the damage from driving to shop on commercial. It goes from 106th Street in South Deering to 83rd in the Bush, and for a quarter, you can get off and on as many times as you want during that day. So that really feeds into the pedestrian shopping district on commercial, where you can do your banking, get your prescription, eat breakfast, go to church, and still get home for a quarter. This is not the natural gas, which was what our preference was. We could not afford that for our first year. That's something we surely will be looking at next time. But it is a very efficient fuel economy mode of transportation. It's called steel milling. And to be honest, we were looking for a historical female that started the redevelopment of South Chicago back in the 1800s and 1900s. You got Bessemer, Bowen, you got all the men recognized with schools and parks, and the women were in the back doing more work and not getting recognition. We couldn't find anyone except Mrs. Bessemer, Mrs. Bowen, so we decided to honor our steel history. And so it is Steel Millie, Millie being the female. So that's it. Thank you, Marilyn, for introducing us to this concept, and I'm sure you're going to see this expanded in the next year or two so we have even more. Thank you.